Hi everyone, today we are going to talk about perfect progressive infinitive, and you can also call it perfect continuous infinitive. But before I explain this lecture, if you are new to my channel, please do not forget like and subscription to the channel. Well, without wasting the time, let's move on and discuss it. Basically, a perfect progressive infinitive describes an action that started in the past and continued over a period of time, or an action started in the past and continues until the present movement. I think you are not getting the point. Don't worry, let me make it easier for you. Simply, you can say that a perfect progressive infinitive is not something strange, right? But it is just an infinitive structure. It is what? It is just an infinitive structure which is used to show an action started in the past and continued for some period of time in the past, right? Or an action started in the past and continues until the present moment. If still you are not getting the point, don't worry, I have another way to make you understand, right? So the structure of it is to plus have been plus present participle. This is the structure of it, and as you know, present participle is ing form of verb such as going, eating, speaking, etc. Now let's move toward the examples of it, so then you will understand perfect progressive infinitive. For example, he appears to have been playing football for 2 hours. Look at this example here. To have been playing is basically a perfect progressive infinitive or perfect continuous infinitive. Why? Because it shows that playing football was started in the past and still continue up to the present movement. Right? Basically, if you say this sentence like this, so it will also be fine. For example, he appears that he has been playing football for 2 hours. So both of them will have the same meaning, but the first one example is perfect progressive infinitive structure and the second one is present perfect continuous tense. I think to some extent now you are getting the point, but there are some points you need to keep in mind and they are going to be discussed in next examples, but you have to just wait. The next example is they seem to have been renovating their house for months. Again, in this example, to have been renovating is basically a perfect progressive infinitive or a perfect continuous infinitive. And because it talks about an action that started in the past and still continues up to the present movement. You can simply say this sentence in this manner, so then you will understand it. Basically, if you say they seem that they have been renovating their house for months, so it will have similar meaning. But the first one is perfect progressive infinitive, and the second one is present perfect continuous tense, right? And the next example is I was happy to have been working on that project for 6 months. Here in this example, to have been working is basically a perfect progressive infinitive, and it shows an activity which started in the past and continued for a point of time in the past. You can also say this sentence in this manner. I was happy that I had been working on that project for 6 months. Well guys, you must have this question in your mind, that how we can make negative structures of it. So don't worry, the structure of it is not plus to have been plus present participle. For example, he seems not to have been taking the classes. Here, not to have been taking is basically a perfect progressive infinitive, but it is in negative form. It means that he seems that he has not been taking the classes, right? And another example is he admits not to have been studying for his exam. Here again, not to have been studying is basically a perfect progressive infinitive in negative form. And it means that he admits that he has not been studying for his exam. Well guys, I hope you have understood it now, but at least write down two sentences in the comment box so then I will understand that you have understood it, right? But before leaving this video, please do not forget like and subscription to the channel.